Hey folks, so this video is not going to be in-game because the in-game implementation hasn't happened yet. I'm assuming it's going to be this week or next week though. I thought I'd get ahead of it. So the new changes are massive for enhancing for profit. It does, however, mean that the barrier for entry has been removed, so people are going to be going into enhancing for profit so easily that it's most likely going to affect the market. But it's huge for people for wanting to enhance their own gear, like the fact that you don't have to fail stack to do it. I mean, there's literally nothing that's stopping you anymore. Other than for pen. Pen, you still need to make your own fail stacks or wait for events to bring them out. Um, so now it's just advice, sorry, not advance. So you can go up to plus 45 with Blackstones. This is obviously 100% guaranteed, which is massive, but also it's cheaper than making it yourself. So doubly massive. Then, in my opinion, the Valk's advice from 50 to 100 aren't so good. Yes, it's guaranteed, which is massive. It's amazing. But the price is where it falls short. So like this is going to be 80 million because it's about 20 million each. And then this works out at a billion for 100 stack. So if we just look at my old calculator, for a 100 stack or 110 stack, so that's not even 110 stack, you've still got to put your Valks on top. But you can just put Valks into it instead of clicking, so that's something that's great. It's still 100% chance. But still 499, so it's just under half the price of just making a 110 stack from going from the crystallized to spare. But that's also, you've got to take into account the duos and tries that you had to make for it. So that's obviously an extra 62.5 million there, 32.5 million there for the stacks, but you obviously need 3.5 and 9 of those. So overall, it came out at like 1,052 million per tech stack, but that would give you all your stacks. So then if we go to the new version, which this is already implemented, so you can just use it from get-go from making a copy. At the moment with my plus fours, a 35 stack with a single plus 14 to get up to that 40 stack is 340,000, sorry. So that's like less than half, or about half, let's say. But you'd have to do like 2.37 stacks, whereas this is like 1.11. So like 1 in 9, you're gonna have to make another one. So that's much quicker. Then you go over to the 44 stacks. They're instant. I don't even have to do this little bit here that I've put on. I just put that on so that people can use it for changing their maths. Like they can just copy and paste to get the next row. But this is 27.6 million guaranteed every single time. So 62 million, but it's like 23% chance of success. So that saves a lot of time there as well. Now we go to our TETs. Now this one's 26.49 and it's 499 million. Now this is where the new system kind of falls short a bit. I haven't found a perfect balanced way to do it yet, which keeps the costs down. This is the lowest cost one I've managed to get. So it's about the same amount of restarts. It's 3.8% chance of getting it, whereas this is also 3.8, but it's obviously a different 3.8 because it's basically the points after the 8. That's different. But anyway, so this comes out a bit more expensive, but if we come down here, overall, we are a little bit cheaper. So we're talking about 130 million cheaper per tech stack with the new system. Now, if we go into the enhancement profit calculator, so for example, the 659 million on Cadres now, whereas before, if we go into here, we're talking 586 million. So you can see that there's a jump in profits. Now, I know what you're thinking. That's not the same as like the 130 million. It's because obviously those are the stacks that you're making versus the actual profit unperfect percentages. Because the 3.5 stacks isn't correct. It's about 3.3, and so like and then it's like 8.8 or something like that. So it's because I've rounded to like more whole numbers. I know 3.5 isn't a whole number, but it's because I do 2 stacks, so that becomes a 7. Anyway, so that's the state of my calculator at the moment. I am planning for a big change using Elster's new pathing design, because I think that's actually quite a cool idea. I'm going to make my own version, and I'm going to make it so that it uses every single accessory, so it kind of, you don't have to fill in bits, it auto fills out. I mean, that's basically what I did with his original designer. I streamlined it for my profit calculator. So that's my plans for that. We'll see. I may not do that, and it's going to be a lot of work. So the fail stack pathing designer is Elster's. The video is going to be in the description, and it's going to be up in the corner. This video goes over everything that I'm about to go over in much more detail. And he's going to be doing another video on how to make your own. So look forward to that. Definitely check out his channel. Right, so this is Elster's fail stacking pathing calculator, which is actually a really nice calculator. I'd advise that you use it, especially if you don't want to do any fail stacking at all. You just want to go with the Valk's advice. So I won't go into detail how it works, because Elster's already made a great video here of how to use it. He's going to be doing another one on how to make it. But I'll just go through basically what to look at. So basically, you set your costs of your Blackstones and your Despairs, and then costs of the accessory, and then it works out the best path for you. So prize for this accessory would be buying it rather than enhancing it. But then you also make sure your base chances are correct here. So with your base chance, you this highlights what stack you want to have. So I don't like using the Despairs because they're so expensive. It's cheaper to make your own fail stacks, but you can still make profit with this, because look, for this accessory, buying your 70 stack, as long as it's still 20 million for a Despair, you are making 300 million profit, and the 70 stack is 300 million. So basically, you're doubling the cost for the stack on this accessory. That's how great that is. So that's all I'm going to go through. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Ciao for now.